on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready? Y'all are waiting? 2 kill. Hey, easy.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Get that quarterback!
On second down, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Ready? You ready? 59. Here we go.
Check 59. 59.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Ready? 95-56. 95-56. Kill. 52.
On first down, Drake. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Yellow waiting.
56. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Hey, easy.
56. Mike.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze. He'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Breeze to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball. Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there. We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play. Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the pass. Here we go.
You're good. 4, ready. Hey, kill.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Ready? Yellow waiting.
Check 55. It's a party now.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Set. Hey, easy. Ringo.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Watch twist.
Look at me. Door.
Watch the shit.
Hey.
Watch the shit.
SOS. Lead grip.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Lorenzo Carter on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Protein spill.
49, check 49.
Mike, 53. 53.
Yes. Hey, Foxtrot.
53.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Carrying one deep for Crabtree. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best.
Touchdown, New Orleans. begins. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
53, Mike.
Don't let him breathe. Let's go.
To throw on third down, Jones. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was looking for Crabtree that time. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Kill. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run on first down. Drake. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Saints 17, Rams 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 53. Hey, pick it up.
Now Jones. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll run with Drake. There he goes inside the 30. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season.
Hey, Delta.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Big stop. Check. Tonight.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one to Michael Crabtree. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Break.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Topper.
Kill. Rush in. Hit it.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Breeze now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquez Valdez-Scantling as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Number 53, Mike 53.
X3, 218 snap.
Jones now. Off play action. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That's it, baby. We got 6.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there. Looking deep for Crabtree. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Jones on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Right there, 56. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Drake. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I got you. I got you.
Right back to Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
You're good, you're good. I four, ready.
Breeze now to throw. And he hits Drake. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
1st down, Saints.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
50 ready. 5-9. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Breeze now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Check the call, check the call. Mike 50.
Now a draw play with Drake. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely, 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Bo Scarborough, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Boswell for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Hey, let's go. Interception all day, baby.
Ready. 95, 56.
55, Mike. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better take it.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Anthony Barr getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Breeze. That's complete to Slayton. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Lawletta. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
Ready, set.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Lawletta, and that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Breeze is looking to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36.
A gain of 15.
Breeze now just 1 misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's 1st down. Running, it's Drake. And an alley to run. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.